Love Them Knives channel. Yes. LTK here. What have we got here? I'm just so ultimately clever, aren't I? We have a wee knife. And it's a wee bit larger than small. Hey, where's a flipper tab? Don't you laugh at people? It's like, is it a flipper? No. I don't want it. So this is a flicker, not a flipper. They both start with an F. And we love the F word. If you can flick it or flip it, it's all good. Bam. How's that coming out for you? And look at the star up here. That way you can undo the thumb studs. I don't know, and I ain't going to try. But there it is. At least it lines up with the other stuff, right? And what does Wee Knife do? They always give you the tool. And there's what you're going to need on that side. Is it weird? You look at these. Is this an optical illusion? I've done this before. I know it's kind of crazy, but the tool that undoes that is the same tool that undoes that. They look the exact same size. It's weird how that circle around there, whatever, makes it seem like it's bigger. I don't know. Weird. Just saying. Titanium. Well, titanium frame lock flipper, but a flicker, and titanium hardware that's anode. And the scales are anode. This is one of those green jobbers, right? But it's not, it doesn't have the two-tone. It doesn't have the black on the flats, which I'm kind of glad, although this ain't my knife. This belongs to one of our viewers. His name is Dustin. He's actually smart enough to go get his engineering degree. So he's still in university doing that. And he messes with knives, and he does a little bit of pimping, a little anode, this and that. He didn't do this. This is standard. This just is the way these come, okay? But I'm just saying, he does here and there. But, God, I wish I would have gotten into engineering. I wouldn't be doing this shit. I'd be rich. But in any case, we all make choices. This one is an interesting knife. I mean, it's got pretty thick blade stock on it. Dang. It's at least 4 millimeter. Come on. Yeah, 4 millimeters. It was like 0.157 inches. Can I get this around this? Hell no. Hell no, boys. And you know why? Because it's a flat handle. It's more than half an inch. So it's 14 millimeters, and that's 0.55. So once it gets over a half inch, the little plastic caliper, it ain't going to help. But the bigger one will. So 0.55 inches. Titanium pocket clip. Titanium backspacer. Titanium scales. Titanium hardware. A lanyard hole that you could drive a 47 Buick through. It's pretty good sized. And this to knock some sense back into whoever. I don't know if you could break glass with it. I mean, technically, because sometimes you got to have, with this new modern glass in automobiles and stuff, you got to maybe need a carbide tip or something. But I don't know. If you strike that hard enough, I think it'd do it. So you could use that too as a glass breaker, skull crusher, brainwave stimulator. Never mind. And you have, of course, here an insert into the lock bar. And you got your detent ball in on all that kind of stuff. And looking in here, it looks like we done skeletonized out some of the titanium here and here. So we back away with the light and don't blind ourselves. See that? Yeah, interesting. So we're doing our best to control weight. And it doesn't feel that heavy for the size of knife that it is. Warncliffe? I kind of call it that. Bead Blast? Yeah, I mean satin flats, but it looks like a bead blast grind line area. And you got tank treads here for traction. I mean they're well done and finished, and they're not, jagged. Jagged edges like unfinished machining. They're finished. It feels good in the hand. But yes, there's traction there. Plenty of traction. Plenty of traction. You can get way up on there if you want, but I don't think I'm going too far north. Yeah, you can kind of get in there. Okay. And you've got, a lot of different surfaces here. This surface here with a little bit of diagonal lines running up and down. This little fuller type thing that's running through here. You've got contours here with these little diagonal lines. This cutout through here. This cutout going back here. This bevel here. I mean, you got a lot of machined areas on this knife. I don't know. How big a knife do you like? This is a pretty good size. It's almost 4 inches. It's really almost. Can we get this in the camera? Hey, did you guys want to see this, or you don't mind? Okay, I'll get the camera in here. Yeah, I mean, if that ain't 4 inches, it's my tape measure's wrong then. So you got somewhere between 10 and a half centimeters for a blade. I mean, it says 3.8 inches, but I don't know. Maybe my thing moves a little bit. Is that throwing me off on some of these measurements? Oh, well. No, it'd make it look shorter if this extends. So that's wrong. Okay, never mind. 9 3/8 overall. Well, 9 in between 1/4 and 3/8. So that's, whew. Yes, we're getting there. And we're at 23.5 centimeters. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yeah, there's plenty of real estate there on that handle. Wow. Feels good in the hand. I mean, it's comfortable. You got this huge cutout for your finger to roll around here. And the rest of this is pretty straight. I mean, it's not like custom little grips along here, but yeah, it feels good. I mean, this pocket clip, no hot spots. No hot spots. Yeah, at least you got ambidextrous thumb studs, so you can open it either way, right hand, left hand. How about that pocket clip? Yeah, you can sure move it to nowhere. Nowhere. Oh well, right hand tip up only, huh? Backspacers got nice. I mean, it's got some traction on there that's actually meaningful. And if you look through here, you've got a little, you see those little lines running there for traction on the lock bar? It kind of carries this pattern and everything through there too, but it's still higher than this cutout area. So as far as transitioning across there, I keep reaching for a flipper tab. Shit, get me to a flipper video. And it's a heavy lockup. That's 50%. Yeah. And you know what? Some people go, yes, yes. And you know what? Yes, it needs to have a heavy lockup. It makes it more secure. So, okay. Yeah, it don't have to be no 15-20% lockup to be decent. And this is no blade play here. None at all. Came up. No lock rock. See how centered it is? Yeah, right on, baby. Right on. Okay, I'll get over the flipper thing here in a minute when I finally figure out there is no flipper tab, which, you know, in a way, right? You don't have this horn hanging up here. It does make it a little cleaner line, doesn't it? Just saying. Now, with all them cutouts and stuff in that scale, is that going to be meaningful here? I don't know. We're going to find out. Yeah, well, it's under 6, and it's like 9 3/8 inches long. It's pretty heavy blade stock. So 5.8 is not, that's not horrible. 164 grams. You know, no. And you know, hey, it's solid titanium. S35VN steel. And they say that here on the blade. Yes, they do. If you can see through all my glaring studio crap right there. So otherwise, it's pretty much a sterile blade. Just the blade steel here. So, yeah. Flick's great. Bearings are awesome. Oh, well, if you don't believe me, 609F. So the F stands for green. Yes, it's a bead blast. Yes, it's a 4-inch blade. Yes, it's in stock. Oh, well, whatever. Let's go through the whole sales spiel. But yeah, these things have, you know, they used to kind of have a little higher selling price. And one of the viewers said, have you seen that they've kind of knocked most of the WE knives down to the like 240 range? So yeah, that's where they are. Like we said, 9 1/4, 4-inch, blah, 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 cutting edge, just for your viewing enjoyment. Blade thickness, yeah, we said 0.158, 159, so we're in there, done and done. Handle length, 5 1/4, okay, I didn't break that out specifically. 5.8 ounces, right on. And then here's this ceramic bearings, which I didn't tell you. I was hiding the truth. It was a cover-up. And there you go. Ceramic bearings, blah, blah, blah. Here's the rest of your, yeah, tip up. Thank you. It doesn't say right hand only, does it? Or no. Made in China. Frame lock, thumb studs, and not a dud. Oh. Double studs, but ain't no dud. And where's the tool? Where's the tool? You know what? That's freaking me out. Oh, well. I'll check the box it came in and make sure that there is a tool of some sort available. Yeah, this is a group of knives that I got from my engineering friend. And these will be for sale. Not $240. I can't remember. I think it was like $190 is all he wants for it. And I don't think it's ever been carried or used. And he sent me 2 of these knives. One was the 601 and this is the 609. If you look on my history of video reviews, I have a 601 review. It was a black one. From a viewer in California sent it to me. So, in any case, this is the 609. But the 601 that I have is also green, just like this. And, you know, it's a flipper, of course. So you look on, you know, Blade HQ for the 601 that's green and the same kind of blade as this. It's not part black or anything. It's this. Then you'll see the other knife that's available. If you're not on my pre-video sale buyers list, and I think it's just a browser's list, basically. I've got all this list of people, and they go, put my name on it because I want to see these knives before they come onto an open public sale on your site. I want to be able to see and or buy before the Mongol hordes attack. And so, yeah, if you're on that, you're kind of on this elite thing, as elite as you get on this channel. Oh, God. God spare us all. But, you know, that kind of thing. And so, yes, some knives get sold before they go up. Although, as they get reviewed, they're for sale. Wow, I love the action on this. And I know it's cheesy to do the sale thing, but that's kind of my agreement, is to help this young guy. He's unloading some knives so he can go forward and buy more crazy knives. But I'm sitting there going, dude, are you sure you want to do that? That's like $50 below Blade HQ's price. But I mean, I guess you got to consider it used. Even though maybe he's never really used it. Especially if we can't find that damn tool. But it's, wow. Yeah, I've never had their non-flipper, I don't think, in my hand. And, wow. I mean, if I could flick it, anybody could flick it. I swear to God, I'm the worst. And it's got that stonewashy green. I asked him, I said, did you do something to this? And he goes, no, dude, didn't touch it. Because it has that kind of really stonewashy and not necessarily, well, okay. I guess it's the stonewash finish beneath it that kind of makes the green anode not look necessarily uniform across here. But I think it's just the fact that you're looking through to the, you're seeing the stonewash. So, because I was really trying to catch some places where the anode doesn't look uniform, and it really does. And of course, maybe after you've handled it, then you've kind of affected everything anyhow. So, just saying, good knives, right? Like the Wii knives, I really do. I've got my bucket list. I've got my focus on some that I would really like to have. And, you pick like Wii knives. There's some Kaisers I'd like. There's some, this and that. And so you wonder if you'll ever get that bucket filled. This one, really interesting. I'm not usually into Wharncliffe blades big. But I think I could make an exception for this because it's such a big blade and it's such a big fat blade, and it's just a badass is what it is. It's a pretty tough ass looking knife, and man, that flicks so good. I mean, just hold on. Isn't that weird? Just listen to that. That's something. That's something. Probably the flickiest knife I've ever had as a flicker. You know what I mean? Whew. Thank you so much for joining me. Love them knives. Hey, subscribe. We're going to have a giveaway. I don't know when it's going to happen because we got to get to 3,500 and we're at 3,360 subscribers. So when we get to 3,500, we're going to have some, and we're going to have some promotional stuff to give away. We're going to have some knives. We're not going to have just like one winner of one like $30 knife. That's not happening on this channel. In any case, thank you so much for joining me, and stay sharp.